Hey Soul, Big Ronnie here. We're doing our at-home check-ins, the stay-at-home series, checking in with our favorite artists, seeing how they're holding up. And I got to say, this next gentleman has got the best backdrop we have seen just yet. He is pimped and ready. He's shaved this morning, he told me. It's BG183. How are you, man?
I'm doing fine, like it's just crazy right now, like the whole situation, I'm trying to maintain in the sense of, like everything, so, what I've been doing is working, just working on creating stuff. Hopefully when everything is all over, I could start pushing out my stuff that I've been doing for the last few years.
Now let's talk about that because you are one of the few artists that have made the successful transition, from streets to canvas. Now, how is that helping or hurting you right now? Would you rather just be working on the streets again?
Um, for me, it's like I started like from the beginning. Like I started, as a graffiti artist, working as a graffiti artist, painting, and then we started doing this advertising in the street, and like it just started like 2, 3 years ago. Me actually painting canvases, and because I was getting a lot of requests on my social media, like Instagram, Facebook, and or the office or email. They was like sending me like, "Yo, guys, especially you, BG, I would love a painting from you." And I've been just painting, just like I have one painting behind me that I worked on for Big Pun. I got a couple of stuff that I've been doing, and it is either or. Like as me as being an artist, you know, I work everywhere. I could do canvases or I could go out and paint, in the street or in a company, in an office space. But right now is everything is just shut down. So what I've been doing is just creating new ideas that I could come up. I see when everything just opens up in the world, I could start producing again like I've been doing.
Are you going to come out of lockdown with some new skills? You've been working on some new things?
Yeah, everything is so, this is a time that you could really create because now you got time for your own because, not only that I've been working like last few months, I've been working like 8 hours or 10 hours a day painting a mural. So now I'm really back home just trying to create different new. Yeah, I'm gonna have the game plan. The game plan is to continue doing what I'm doing, to show my fans and the people that follow me to show that I'm still out here. I'm still currently, I'm also getting bad news from people that's passing away. I got, rest in peace, Lava. Nick 707 just passed away from the COVID-19. It's just been crazy. But at the end of the day, I just, got to produce. And any artist that's out there that's struggling, they just gotta keep the head up. It's like for me as being an artist for many years, I went through the struggle of not making no money for like months. So for now, I just taking that same um, way that I was doing before and just, applying it now. And the only thing is, it just, I'm creating, I have to push my pencil, come out with great ideas, to market BG183.
Now, let's talk about that. I say it often that every artist is a small business. Now, it's a different world right now trying to make a buck as an artist. You don't have the galleries that are open. You don't have anything retail that your potential customers can reach out to. And even if they're reaching out over social media, is now the best time to be shipping things. So how are you swimming those waters?
Oh man, again, just posting new images that I have on, on Facebook, Instagram, staying current to what's going on, just, hopefully, again, everything just flow over. But, but for me, it's just, you got to continue that hustle. You just can't stay behind and just say, "Oh, I'm giving up." You gotta like even like, and nobody's buying. You just gotta continue producing. This is not. Hopefully, doesn't last another 2 years. Like hopefully everything be rolling. In the next year or two. Like you can make it happen. But at the end of the day, I just gotta believe what I've been doing for the last for the last 40 years, as a graffiti artist, just painting and continue producing. I don't know what else I could do. I wake up in the morning and I got the itch on my finger that I want to paint. So I go out and paint and produce. Even not doing something for myself, or I get a group. The other day I just painted with Yes One and Sign, and we just kept ourselves distant from like 6 feet, and we painted on my train. So just try to continue doing what I'm doing.
I chatted with Yes yesterday. That interview will go up with yours probably tomorrow. I think these are going to air on Thursday. He's doing okay. He said hi.
Oh yes, yes. Tell him I say what's up. He's like one of the guys that's active. He has his own section in Brooklyn that he paints walls, and he loves coming down to the office. And he's been one of those artists. Not only that he's an artist, he's true to the heart of being like a friend. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to go out there and say, I'm an artist, I'm good, I'm this, but he just a great, great friend, a great artist. And the same thing right here today, I'm in Eric Orr's studio. Like, he gives me a chance to come here to produce my canvases, and he's another great guy that I have to just take my hat off and and say, yo, because you don't get too many people that would definitely give you the opportunity to go to use somebody else's studio space. So I'm blessed.
Well, let's talk about some of your history. You were born and bred in New York, like myself.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Now, how old were you when you first picked up a can or a mark, or whatever it was at the time?
I picked up the can probably when I was like 16 years old. Before I picked up a can, I was also an artist that I started doing, like regular art at 4 years old. Then I picked up a can at 16, and I never picked up a paintbrush, ebony pencil, ink marker. After that, it just became just me and the spray paint, and painting on the subway, getting chased by police, doing train panels, painting with great graffiti artists, like Bio, Nisa, Mac. You have Brim, Raz, Shane 125, Sam and Ken. These guys, was like people that I painted on the train and still part of TAT. And because of that reason, I'm here today still painting.
Now, speaking of tats, you guys have had some of the most visible walls, I think, in the world recently.
Thank you.
The Bowery Wall alone, you guys are up there. What was it?
The last year and the month of the coldest month of the year, that was like, I think the ending of or the beginning of February or the ending of January, we painted that wall. And we was blessed, from the Goldberg family, blessed us to go paint. So it was Crash, Bio, Nice, and myself, took that wall and we painted it. It took us like 2 or 3 days to knock it out. And the theme was, to bring New York back to the essence of the grab. So one part of the wall, you see Keith Haring. He was one of the first person who painted on that particular wall. And so that's like, I painted Keith Haring on the left-hand side of the wall, painted a handball court, Days, was also there, and then we had all these graffiti artists that came through, like Scheme, Easy, Zephyr, these guys, came down like without us calling them. They came down and they showed love to Tatscru, and I think that's the thing that we've been doing. And luckily that in the early 90s, we started getting these walls because we got a contract with Coca-Cola, and that came through Chico from the Lower East Side. He came up to us. He said, "Look, I want you guys to do walls in the Bronx," and that's what we did. We started painting walls in the Bronx, and we knew how to lock these walls down in the early 90s. Like, it was really no one really painting large walls with permission. A lot of these walls that was painted in the early 90s or 80s, they all was illegally painted. Like, we painted a whole bunch of them like that. But we wanted to do like an advertisement with Coca-Cola, so we had to lock into like contracts in the early 90s. So we knew how to go into the landlords, talk to the landlord, give them a contract, and and that took off like everything.
Now, it sounds like you're on top of it in terms of handling what you need to do while you're indoors. What advice would you give to some guys or girls starting out today that were looking down the vandalism, the graffiti history that was 30 or 40 years before they even heard of it? How does someone avoid some mistakes these days?
One is if you are a young artist, picking up can for the first time, you know find a wall that another graffiti artist, or find a wall that you could paint and learn on your own. There's a lot of videos out there. A lot of graffiti artists don't mind painting and showing you. You just got to keep active, learn your history, learn the artists that painted before you. That definitely helped. Any stuff that you want to learn, you always gotta get like a history and learn it, and that would definitely help you move on to gently go up rank, because there's too many people right now that's doing this graph, and it's around the world. You got people from Africa, you got people from China, you got people from Spain, the West Coast, Hawaii, and so you're competing. So you got to stay active, produce, no matter, like, I know people got Instagram and their artists are just starting out, they're not getting no likes. No big deal, just keep producing. And the only thing in the end of the day, if you do get work from anybody, make sure your name is on whatever work you do. So if I'm gonna do something for somebody, saying for free or getting paid, my name is gonna be on that work. So that's how you get, you get your name out there, and just produce and be happy with what you're doing.
That's great advice, and I think I think what a lot of people make the mistake of is realizing that their name's not going to be in lights the first time they write on a wall.
Right.
Nobody's going to see it. Nobody's going to care until they see it a million times. How many times have you seen Cost?
Yeah, many times, man. That's like a great guy. Like, I met him in the 90s, and he just blew up. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I started graffiti, that's how I was. Nobody was showing me love. Nobody was giving me that respect of being a graffiti artist. It took me like a whole year being in the mix of being a graffiti artist to get accepted, as BG183. Even when I was writing BG183, people didn't know that was me. They were like, "Oh, that's not you. Get out here. Get out. That's not you. You can't be him, because the other guy's really nice and you're not nice." So you just gotta push it and be what you want. It's hard. What I'm saying? Like, that's why they call us starving artists. But you just gotta keep pushing it. If you got a job, keep the job. Don't leave the job to become an artist. Keep the job. Make money at your job, and also if you can make money doing art, and then if you see that the art is making more money, then you could leave your job and do it 100%. When you do it 100%, it becomes real. It becomes like reality to a person that want to do this type of work.
Snap your fingers, you get one wish. What restaurant could you have open right now? What food do you miss?
Oh man, me and my wife was talking about that the other day. you know, it's a whole bunch of them that we go to, but I don't know. I don't have a really one that I could snap my fingers. You know, I could snap for 10, but I don't know. Like that's a really, really, really like a surprising question. I don't know. I could say, you know, you got like the Bronx Grill that's located on 1 Bruckner. I love that place to go eat at. And Cite, you know, and I think these are the 2 restaurants that I could pick because they locally and they, you know, they really, really do good food. And I go there. I was going there like maybe once a week to eat. And now because of all this going on, you know, I don't mind my wife cooking. You know, she does great work, great cooking when she cooks.
You're lucky.
Yes, yes, I'm definitely lucky. You know, I'm lucky that I'm here today. You know, like the other day I was on 3rd Avenue, 149th Street on Easter Sunday, and it was at 4 p.m. It was no one. All the stores were closed. You know, mandatory of you know with the laws and everything. But to see that on Easter Day, that you know everybody's out there shopping for new sneakers, shopping for new jackets, and there was no one. It was just empty. It
Yeah.
was just empty. I couldn't, you know, I was shocked. You know, like I even forgot that it was Easter. Like, you know, I'm walking. I said, "Wow, it's really Easter." You know, but hopefully, you know, it changed, and and blessed to everybody, family that had family member that passed away. You know, I know 2 of my friends like fathers, and I think one of my friends' mother passed away. So, like it's sad at the same time.
Absolutely. We have a couple of questions from our contributors that I want to get your answers to. The first one is it true that you met Bio sharing the same locker when you guys were in school?
Yes, we all met at the art school. Yes, we did. Me and Bio met at the major art class in James Murray High School in the early 80s.
Very cool. And also, same contributor wants to know if you have a memorable big pun story to share, considering how prominent he is in your work.
Yeah, that's one story with pun. One time we were painting outdoors, and it was like one of the coldest days. We were doing like a medical center off of Solon Boulevard and Westchester Avenue, and he had came through with a brand new Lexus. Drove by us, honked the horn. Oh, what's up, Pun? Pun already had dropped his album, and it was cold, and we kept wondering, why he's driving with the window open. And after he left, we just wondered, like, Pun was driving. He's cool. He's not feeling cold. And I realized that because he was so big that I don't think his elbow fit in the car. So he had to drive with the window like this. So he was driving, so the window is open. And that's how we realized that how big Pun was getting.
He wasn't little Pun.
Hmm?
He wasn't little Pun.
No, he was not slim Pun. He was like big Pun. And I had a like this guy like when he spoke, when he rhymed, you see this big guy and whatever came out was like a rhyme, and he sounded so good. Like you had to really watch him run. And he's like one of the best rapper, the first Latino to go double platinum in this hip hop world. You know what I'm saying? So it's an honor. That's why if you look on my painting, you will see it. That this is painting that I did for him. Like because he not only that I was a fan, he was also a friend, and he was part of the crew.
It was, in my humble opinion, it was the best time for hip hop, the best era.
Yeah, one of the best time. Like when people heard his song, people would jump up. It would be dead. Like music would be playing in the club, and when his song came up, everybody would just jump. Like everybody. Like he had the rhythm. He had the rhythm and blues.
Well, I think you got the rhythm and blues in you too, brother. And
Man, thank you,
I want you to
man.
keep focusing on the work. It sounds like you got your head screwed on tight. I'm happy to hear it. That's it's what we want to do. We want to check in with artists, make sure that they're doing okay, and the work is continuing, and we're doing what we can to show our viewers, our listeners, now our viewers, that that you guys are doing your thing. So it's good to see.
Oh, thank you very much. And again, blessed for everyone that's watching. BG183 Tatscru. Love y'all.
Before I let you go, let everybody know where they can find you online. Get your tag.
Oh, okay. Mad easy. You could Google just BG183, and I should have my own page. If you're looking for me on Instagram, hashtag BG183, and I just pop up. I'm not hard to find. You could put Task Crew, and I'm there in the website. So, you know, if you're looking for work, or you're looking for, a lot of people actually reach out to me, and they ask me, how do you, how can I get can control? Because they always say I'm like the master of the can control. So, people are welcome to just give me a talk. Saying I don't mind, helping out at the end of the day.
That's great to hear. Well, thank you very much, and we'll see you out there as soon as you can get out there.
Oh, yes, man. Hopefully soon.
All right.
Thank you.